Okay, good morning, folks. Sorry I wasn't set up right away. This morning I'm going to read from Philippians 2 and 3. I named this message Shining Humility. Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem others better than themselves. Each of us. That's what it means. Humility is recognizing God who has made us to be, and using that recognition to serve and redeem others. Living in humility as Jesus did, we don't just practice the golden rule, but we go one step better to treat others better than we would treat ourselves. Now, that's not to say that we should mistreat ourselves. We are instructed to do this because I posted this as a question. Are we instructed to do this because we're unworthy or unfit? No. Jesus was worthy and glorious. However, he counted others better than himself as such when he sacrificed himself to redeem us, to give us a means of redemption, a means of salvation. It's a high standard. It's a hard standard. It's not for wimps nor the faint-hearted, but it is ultimately glorious. If you read down through to verse 10, and remember that the same type of reward will be given to the faithful. And verse 10 says that at the time of Jesus, every knee should bow, and those in heaven and on earth and under the earth. Lowliness is in direct contrast to both selfish ambition and vainglory, which cause discord between the saints and people in general. We have a natural lowliness, but in the manner in which Christ did, dissension and disagreement among the saints, it's a result of the unwillingness to become of a transformed mind as the mind of Christ. Christ would walk in the temples and kick over tables. It says so in Matthew 21, 12 through 13. He did not always preach only of love and peace between people. He did also enforce his law. Christ was not an ear tickler. Neither should we be. I try not to be. I endorse this truth, and I would love to be able to enforce it as we're commanded to. I'd love to be able to enforce it better. But when you have people who don't care, what can you do? Christ would walk. Sorry, I'm repeating something. In my own humility, I set aside my feelings and opinions. For what good does that serve people who are listening to me? If I cannot live up to the truth that I preach, not that I always do so well, for I don't show you the vain teachings that would revolve God around your lives. I try to share the truth to remind you that your lives, our lives, should revolve around God. And many of us fail in that department. All right, that will be all for today. Thank you. God bless you.